Hey everyone, welcome back to Ragtag Stacking. In this video I want to talk a little bit about silver and gold and what 1 ounce of gold looks like compared to 80 ounces of silver. Now I chose those two numbers in particular because that's what the current gold-silver ratio is at the time of this recording. So it just happened to land on that nice whole number there, that nice round number, 80 to 1. Unfortunately, I don't have any 1 ounce coins to put out here, but I do have a bunch of gold and fractional to add up to that 1 ounce. So you can see that it can be broken down into many different ways for both the silver and gold. You can see there's some bars here and some coins. Over here there's just a couple of tubes worth of coins and some 1/4 ounce gold coins on top of it, and then I got a nice 1/2 ounce gold piece here with 5 1/10 ounce gold coins to make up that 1 ounce of gold. So obviously it's personal preference for what you would go with. And with silver, obviously you're going to need a bit more room because gold is that obviously is more dense of a material, so that it's going to take up less space. But yeah, you know what I mean? That's what the ratio is right now, is that 80 to 1. So I'm going to actually show you what you'd be looking to spend on each one, the 1 ounce of gold and the 80 ounces of silver. So I went on to Metal Markup just to compare the gold and the silver prices, and this is a website that kind of just compiles all of the prices of silver from different bullion sites and show you which ones have the best price or the cheapest price on silver. And I'm just going to go with the top one here. It happens to be a silver ASAHI compass rose round, and you can see it is at 18.77% premium, and they're going for $34 Canadian. So I'll put a conversion up there into American, but that is the cheapest one that you can get, and if you multiply that by 80, it's $2,728 dollars. And as I said, this is just a random thing. This is the site that I'm using. There could be a site where something else is cheaper than this, but this was just kind of the easiest way for me to do a one-to-one comparison that would be relatively in the ballpark, you know what I mean? So that's what it was for the silver. So I'm going to show you what the gold is. So when you look at gold, the best price is at a 3.47% premium, which is on a 1 ounce bar, and it's $2,387 Canadian. So you can see that the premiums on the silver are going to be making it a bit more of an expensive purchase if you were to go the 80 ounces of silver today, you know what I mean, with today's prices. So that was a comparison to the 1 ounce gold product, which is the lower premium, obviously. When you go lower in fractional sizes, the premiums are higher. But I actually looked and checked at some of the fractional prices, and you're still going to be paying cheaper for a fractional 1 ounce of gold than you would for 80 ounces of silver. So I went on to the 1/4 ounce size, and the best price that I could see here had a 10% premium, so 10.43%, and it was on the 2022 1/4 ounce Britannias, and you can see the price there is $637 Canadian. Now I said that's a quarter, so you times that you times that by 4, and you actually get it's 2,548. So it's still cheaper than that 2,728 when you look at the getting the 80 ounces of silver. And even the 1/10 was cheaper than the 80 ounces of silver. The cheapest one that I could find here for the 1/10 ounce gold coin was the Canadian Maple Leaf, and that was at $258 per coin. So you times that by 10, and you're looking at $2,589. So I thought about this. I was thinking about, I did the rounds, and the 1 ounce in silver, I got a high premium compared to some of the bigger bars. So I thought, I got to go back on the site and just look, because the prices will be different when you go higher up. So I went to the $1,000 here, and it's the cheapest one is at a 16.67%. So you can already see this percentage on the premiums has dropped down from the rounds. Only 2%, but this still, everything counts. And this is 20 ounces at $671 Canadian. So you put that up there in the conversion for American. But when you times that by 4, because it's a 20 ounce bar, it's 2,684. So that is a drop from the rounds. The rounds was 2,728, and the bars bars here, the 20-ounce bars, are $2,684. So it is cheaper, obviously, than the rounds when you're going with these 20-ounce bars. But it's it's still let me just see here. It's still right around $100 more expensive than getting it for the 10th ounce size in gold. The kilo bar is at 14% premium, another 2% drop compared to that 20-ounce bar, but it's still $1,060. So you times that by 2, that gets you to $2,120 Canadian, and that gets you to 64 ounces. So you still need to make up another 16 ounces. So once you get those 16 ounces factored in with some other combination of silver, it's still going to be over that $2,600 mark. So like I said, I know that's something that a lot of people knock fractional gold for. And yes, it's going to be a higher premium than going for the full 1 ounce. But when you compare it to the silver, you're still going to be paying less for the 1 ounce of gold in the fractional sizes than you will with the silver. Now, I was pretty surprised by that. Obviously I expected the gold would be, a bit cheaper. And then once I looked at the fractional ones, I'd maybe see that the 1/4 ounce would be right around the 80 ounces of silver. And then the 10th for sure would be well over when you factor in those higher premiums, the lower you go. But yeah, no, even with the 10th ounce, you're looking at, it's around $150 cheaper still with the 10th ounce gold coins. But still, I know that's not going to be enough to convince a lot of people to get into fractional gold, because if you can afford to get the 1 ounce, then you can see just how much more you'll be saving getting that full 1 ounce coin compared to the fractional. So it's not even a question that if you're able to be picking up the 1 ounce, you get the 1 ounce if you want to save on those premiums. But yeah, I just thought that was pretty interesting, and obviously I'd like to know what you guys think. If you would go for the 80 ounces of silver or the 1 ounce of gold. Now for me, it's a toss-up, but this would be difficult if you had to make the choice of silver or gold and you could never go back. How about I frame it like that? You make your choice here. You either go on the silver side or you go on the gold side, but you can never change your mind. You have to just go with picking up silver for the rest of your life or picking up gold for the rest of your life. Which side are you going to fall onto? And honestly, if I was given that ultimatum where I could only pick up one for the rest of my life, I think I'd have to go with gold. You know what I mean? Especially after looking, as I said, I know that I was just showing you the cheapest prices possible, but it was fair because it was the cheapest prices possible on both metals. So I know that there's going to be a fluctuation in price, and if you look at some sites, the comparisons might be closer. But this was, just the easiest way to do it when it has all the sites here compiled. But yes, you can see that even with the fractionals, you will be paying less money than picking up the silver when you factor in those premiums. In reality, I like having the variety. I like having both the silver and gold. Obviously, they both have different purposes and different meaning. I like getting both as that hedge against inflation and as the physical savings account. But with silver, the benefit is it's obviously cheaper. You'll be able to get a lot more for your dollar, even though those premiums are going to be kicking you in the teeth. And also, there's a bit more of a chance of an upside with it. Silver has more room to move up, I believe, than gold does. You have to look at just how expensive gold is. It's easier for silver to go up 10% than it is gold. And with gold, you have the benefit of it being more efficient. Obviously, it's denser. It's not going to take up as much room. You're not going to need to get multiple safes. You probably need, if you're going to be having decades of just stacking silver, that's going to take up quite a bit of space, quite a footprint in your house, in your safe. So that's going to be something you need to consider. But with gold, it's so small and dense. That's something you'll be able to just fit into a monster box and get into a safe nicely. And also with the fractional, when you're looking to sell, especially privately, it is a little bit easier or more liquid to move some of the 1/4 ounce and the 10th ounce pieces, privately online, peer to peer on Facebook, than it will be with the full 1 ounce. I'm not saying the 1 ounces are impossible to sell, but there seems to be more of a marketplace for them, at least with the peer-to-peer. I know you can go into your local coin shop. If you got a good relationship with your owner there, you'll be getting a good deal on your sales. Fractional gold, it kind of gets a bad rap. It has that reputation of having a super high premium, and you're throwing your money down the drain if you go for the 10th ounce. But at least with this small sample size here, with the site that I used, it showed that with some of the prices there, that this gold is still cheaper with the premiums on it on the 10th than it is than the silver rounds. But anyways, that's just the video I want to talk about. I just saw what the gold-silver ratio was, and I thought, maybe be a good topic to make a video on, just to see some of the prices that you'll be paying in comparison to what a lot of the popular belief is with the premiums attached. I was a little surprised by some of the prices there, but yeah, like I said, I'd hear from you guys and how you guys would go about picking up the metals, whether it be the silver or the gold. And yes, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and hope you come back for the next one. Thank you.